Alright, hello and welcome. Today I'll be showing you some of the robot insertion process that we've worked on so far for the virtual robot simulator. So this is the importing side of it, and how it starts off here is, let me just start from fresh here. You click add new, you have a new robot that you can add to, you hit import robot files, and then this is a folder that was returned from Fusion, the Fusion exporter. So it's just gonna basically parse through all these files, the STLs and the URDF file, to return this robot here. Now this is actually the very simple standard robot that we have here, but if I click on this more advanced robot that we have here with the 4-bar linkage, you can see that you're able to, well, eventually you'll be able to select multiple types of wheels that you can have here. You'll also be able to change the main robot color as well as the primary and secondary color for these wheels here. And then over here you can see I've already saved a lot of just motor info here. So for the front left you can see, let me actually just reset it, and so you can kind of see the process that it goes through here. Basically you create a new motor and then you click select component, and then you can just select that component there, and then all the joints that are connected to that component will be registered here, and you can also reverse them like this, or just say for it not to turn. And then you can also set the ratio in case you have like multiple wheels geared up, but some are at a higher ratio than others. You can also test the power, so you can see that it works like that. And then I also have the same thing for the lift here. So you can see that both of these are set up like this, and I can basically go ahead and test that this will work. And it'll basically just have the Unity physics engine simulate all these hinge joints, as well as supplying power to these two joints here to make it all run and work like that. But the best part here is that we actually got some the test field here up and ready. So this is Freight Frenzy, or you could set it to Ultimate Goal. I'm just going to set it to Freight Frenzy right now. But these mech and wheels, you can see actually strafe and actually work pretty realistically. And it's using Unity's physics engine, and instead of simulating it to where I just press D and it just applies a force to go right, and instead simulates a force to each wheel individually accordingly based off of kind of how mech and wheels work. So yeah, you can see all that works right here. You can press Q and E to rotate it. And then also, as you saw, I connected up the 4-bar parallel arm here, and if I just tap 1 here, you can see that it's a bit too much power right now, but you can see that it is able to control that motor there. So eventually, you can go in and program it yourself and be able to set it at like 0.5 and to basically use like run to position or run using encoders and stuff like that to get it to be at a set position whenever we get the encoder position set up for this. So yeah, that's pretty much what we have so far for this robot insertion process, and we will be getting a lot more work done, including servos, some sensors, as well as getting the game elements in to where basically you'd be able to say like this would be sort of like the collection area of where you'd be able to collect the cones, and then be able to say that the cone will be lifted up like that. I mean, it's a bit better to explain it with the shooter here, in the terms of like you'd have the collection area here, you'd keep the rings here, and then you'd also have an area where you'd shoot the rings. So yeah, that would be those steps, and we are working towards that right now. So far, a lot of progress, and we hope to get a lot more done.